The SND4 dredger is the oldest working steam dredger in Europe and was built by the Dutch company Dedger in 1925 for work at the Sharpness new docks to dredge the docks at Sharpness and Gloucester, plus the canal as well as the River Severn. The Gloucester Sharpness Canal and the Gloucester docks were dredged to a depth of 16 feet and the dock at Sharpness to 24 feet. The SND4 worked up until 1982 when she retired and became a working exhibit at the Gloucester Waterways Museum. Since 1982, the museum's Wednesday gang, made up mostly of retired engineers, continued to provide the ongoing maintenance to keep the dredger operational.
Well, over the years, it's not just mud and silt that this dredger's picked up.
A steam dredger which helped transform Gloucester and Sharpness docks into major shipping ports is to be repaired after receiving a grant from the Heritage Lottery Fund. SND4 is the oldest steam dredger left in Europe. £43,000 will now be spent so that visitors can once again enjoy her as a working exhibit. Sarah Jane Bungay has the story.
At the age of 86, this old lady is in need of some TLC.
This is our workshop where we all come and play, and as we come into the engine room we're seeing the engine in front of us.
A dedicated team of volunteers is now beginning the task of getting this dredger working again so the public can enjoy and learn about her history.
And children love it, especially when it clanks and whistles and bangs. And the thing they like most, of course, is blowing the steam whistle. I've got 6 primary schools coming to see us, to see this engine working. And so that's wonderful thing to impart our knowledge, at our age onto the next generations.
And this is what the team is aiming for. These pictures show how she would have looked during her working life. The buckets picking up tons of mud and silt which had accumulated at the bottom of docks and waterways.
There would have been no ships into Gloucester without the dredger because all docks suffer a silting problem, this mud which lies on the dock bed. We owe the life of the docks to the dredger. We're so proud of her, that this grand old lady, hopefully now with the major repairs, will keep going for another umpteen years.
Well, it's not just mud and silt that this dredger's picked up over the years. It's also found some rather unusual objects. 3 safes, for instance, stolen from Cheltenham, a £500 bomb, and perhaps most unusually, a £28 jar of pickled onions.
Steam attracts people, especially men. Menfolk love to see something working with steam, and when Ken works there and he blows the steam whistle, you can see the men in the docks. Their eyes light up and they come over just to see what's all this about.
It's hoped the dredger will go on display again as a working exhibit at the Waterways Museum in Gloucester next April. A chance for the public to witness an important piece of industrial heritage. Sarah Jane Bungay, BBC Points West in Gloucester.
You join the project.
This is the main bearing for the bottom of the dredger chain, and both bearing caps are quite worn, so we've had to remove them both from each side, and we're now trying to work out what we can do to sort that out.
What I'd like you to do now is try and get those out. But when you get one out, replace it straight away with a bolt. It's going to be loose fitting, it doesn't need to be tight. So that you can hang them like you've got that now, and then we can physically take them off, you know, you're going to need more than one chap doing it, really. You're a bit... That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. What I'd like you to do, Keith, is take the packing out of these two. This is the water side, that's the steam. Right. And the different packings, right? Now, you undo these bolts, and then we've got packing screws, a thing like a corkscrew, and you pull them out. What I would like, if you could manage it, is try and get an intact piece of packing, so I can send it to David, for him to order some new stuff. Okay. The other work you can do, on top of that, if you like, is these valves here. Right. I've got to come off and just be serviced. One over there, one here. That's the two, I think. Yeah. Because all that has been sat in the same place.
Where do we want to mark it?
To see whether it's bedding in nicely. And it looks as though it is. You'll probably find when you put some carborundum on it that...
Yeah, it's a lovely fit.
Yeah. I think that's all we need to do. Because when you stand it, you see, you have to put some packing in the bottom. Otherwise, when you stand down here, it just goes out the bottom. You've got some of those. See that bolt there, that top one?
The top one there, yep.
Yeah, that's got to come off first. And that you'll find inside there a non-return valve. Now, if we lose that, we're in real trouble.
I think it's the plug.
Will it cut through this checker plate?
This is a stainless sleeve with a bobbin piece shrunk onto the original shaft, so this is hardened steel. We're going to machine that much off the top of the cap. Put the clearance like that, instead of an inch that was there before. This is worn away. We're going to cut some plates to reinforce this piece, to hold this in place. Originally there was jacking bolts here, so that the chains could take the tension up, so they could alter the tension on the buttons.
I'm Richard Gordon from C.F. Spencer. I'm here to do external condition survey on the underwater part of the hull of the SN4. Here I will show you the calibration. This is a 15mm standard. There's some coupling gel, and if you can see, it's reading 15mm. We have a calibration certificate for the instrument, so it's absolutely accurate. And here, the hull is 6mm thick.
Going down, going down. Don't bother coming up, we'll throw the boat down here. Yeah.
All right, so we don't get squirting all over them.
We can squirt it in the boiler, that'll clean it out.
being filled. Okay, Bruce. It's got to be fed in, end on, and then twisted. Ready?
Yep.
It's still freezing.
Come down there.
Okay.
Actually, we should have marked it for him.
It's actually marked, actually.
Is it?
It's written on there. Look. Is it half a turn, was it?
Quarter of a turn.
Quarter turn.
There you go, you can
The last room, that, couldn't we? Not that it doesn't matter.
at the moment Dave's just finishing refitting the safety valves to the top of the boiler. The bit he's fitting at the moment is the handle, so you can manually operate the safety valves.
Big spanner will do, Mike, just so you miss it. There's a spy hole, if you can walk through, so you can see the flame through there. There's actually a glass in the far door.
Smart these.
I cleaned all the tube plate ready for the FPI of that tomorrow. The NDT. Before you go today, I'd like you to approve what we've done in preparation for that. I've got to have clearance from you as the surveyor to run.
Yeah.
A, to do float safeties first, then subject to your witness and safety floating, to run. What's the verdict?
Very good.
Right, I'd like to shake your hand, say you're on, say you approve, yeah?
I approve of the repair.
Passed.
It's very, very good, thank you.
Thank you, that's all I want to know. Right. Well, hearing that from Thomas, the Royal Sun Alliance surveyor, saying he's passed the boiler. What in fact that means is we've now finished and the money that the lottery was obtained has been successful, and with time we're going to have a working dredger. I'd like to claim a bit of responsibility for this, but really it's been down to myself and 9 other people. colloquially known as the Wednesday Gang, and we've been successful in our endeavours, and now with time we're going to have a working dredger, and that's what it's been all about.
Yeah, when it's a job you can't keep clean, innit?
I know,
You know,
yeah, it's just
Right,
Backing off a little bit. I want to be further up the bit of wood. Oh, I'm backing off a little bit. That's over in this piece of wood here.
Okay,